Well, no disengage or global participation, but he can roam around with the other Queen, Tiny, Chen group and just BKB.
Hey, the Dragon Knight!
Obviously, we've name-dropped this guy a lot throughout the qualifiers with him mostly going under the radar, but finally, Demon Slayer is picking up the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight Razor. So wait, who's going mid? Who's going safe lane?
It's Dragon Knight mid, Razor safe lane, because it's a better matchup for both. Razor against the melee Beastmaster, even though Boar will slow him down, but Dragon Knight doesn't lose that many matchup, has high region, so Queen of Pain, of course she has advantage in this matchup, but Dragon Knight should do fine.
Yeah, the Quincy crew, it's pretty much the similar draft they've been doing this whole time, where SVG plays pretty much just Chen, and then they want to play faster pace. They're always going to be 5 to 6k up out of the laning phase, but we've seen him just crumble. Like, if say Lifestealer or Queen of Pain dies once at like the 20 to 21 minute mark, it slows down their game so much. And I mean, Demon Slayers has a draft to match up with them. They both want this 25-minute type of game where they just push the enemy team base. And
I love this Dragon Knight pickup because they needed another stun. They understood that they need to control Lifestealer after Rage. Same goes for Queen of Pain. We need more Dragon Knight picks. This hero is insanely good.
Yeah.
But someone's gonna start a trend, pick Dragon Knight a couple of times, win a few games, and then why didn't we think of this?
Wow, that's a good hero. And the Razor, how good is he? 28 and 11 all time. Pretty damn good. I'd say that's a high win percentage. 70-36 is Tiny. Yeah, Emma says if you didn't. This guy, he pretty much came into Dota playing party stacks back in 2012, 2013. All he did, 5-man stack, 5,000 games, and hey, it worked for him. Now he's a pro, just like No Tail. Be a friend.
Be a friend.
Because, right, you have a lot of people who only play solo queue, and guess what? You're not going to, you could be rank 5, only play solo queue, and people just don't like you, because, you know, guess what? You got to be a partier.
You gotta be a partier, you gotta be a team player.
Yep.
Dota's a team game after all.
100%. And now,
to play well with the others.
Let's go. My goodness, that
what
was
was
Chris.
That was the
a Chris monster, my friend. Swiss chocolate.
All right, shout out to Monster Energy, keeping us energized and ready and supporting the hub.
I need an explanation. So
yes,
Tiny
sir.
brought boots, 2 tangos, then he gave them away and someone gave him a tango shared.
Sumail gave him a tango.
So why is that?
Well, it looks like because the Lifestealer has more than enough tangos for himself, he knows it shouldn't be that bad of a lane. He is not too worried about giving away his tango, while the Queen of Pain still needed 2 tangos herself. Thus, you have socialism. I have no clue. I think it's just because I guess the Lifestealer really only needs 5 tangos. I don't know. Were you asking, or do you know the answer?
I don't know.
I think it's just that, right? Lifestealer isn't going to need as much regen as anyone else. And then they just messed up and they already left the base.
Yeah, he doesn't need that much region because he's going to be with SVG, who has Headdress and the Aura.
Blast for Boar money. But Yarar is going to just creep in and grab it right under their nose. And it's going to be the Quincy crew who claim 3 out of 4 bounties.
Yeah, a little bit. We talked about Radiance like teamwork, but that looked like a little disconnect. I think both of them thought the other one was going to go for the rune, and then they just let Yawar just like, all right, cool, I'll take a rune. Just wanders uphill and takes it. So a quick 3 for 1 there for them. Yep.
Early camp block here coming in from the Grimstroke. I don't even see a support in this lane for the time being. Okay, as I say that though, the TP's coming in now. SVG only has the Headdress, so.
And yeah, because of that, I love it, because he knows it is going to be that Chen who's going Headdress first. He can just get Sandstorm and there won't be detection, because obviously Sumail's not going to buy a Sentry Ward this early.
What if Sumail buys 2 sentries and just kidding.
Then he would be the most selfless player of all time. It would be the new chapter in the Sumail book.
2020 Sumail looking good.
My God. Could you ever, man, think about, you know, these like Ramses went from carry to off lane. Who was the last, besides like Fear, I guess, who went carry to support and really succeeded? Kuroki? I mean, it's all the old players, right? None of the new players have really done it yet.
Yeah, not too many of the new players are doing it. I'm sure there's probably one we're not thinking of.
Yeah, I'll think hard though, so I don't forget, but it's just weird. It's, if you're a core player, you want to swag, and like support, obviously there's some 4s, you know, like the Jerixes who can, but
the people who
not
can
everyone.
end the game with a terrible KDA still feel good about about themselves.
Yeah.
Not many of them out there.
I don't think anyone cares about KDA in 2019.
You don't think one person out there does? One semi-pro player?
Well, semi-pro players for sure. They want to look good, so the pro team.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's not where people don't start as pros. They start as like Dota players, and then they look at their KDA and they're like, "I'm doing bad. I don't like support."
Yeah, and then they're like, "I'm gonna go carry the game and
I want to go get kills."
Yeah. And man, Flea, he's getting harassed pretty hard by just his little Wild Wing and SVG's right clicks. Just having that HP regen. Yeah, Sumail. Well, I'll wait till after his Tango's gun, but SVG has 7.3 regen with only that headdress. Got Divine Favor.
And then MSS with a haste rune. Lingering on the mid lane. There's a scan. Oh, and they don't spot him, so he goes in. He throws him all the way by the tower. Right by Quinn. A beautiful setup. The Radiant scan does not detect MSS. It's just a little off.
That's like because he had the right idea.
Security, yeah.
He did the right play, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, Tiny's not here." And then, whoa, there's a Rock Boy. There's the Ignis Boy.
And when the enemy position 4 rotates, you want to make some kind of action on your safe lane.
Yeah.
But they can't do anything because it's a Beastmaster who already has Boots of Speed. And what is Keeper of the Light gonna do?
Yeah.
I'll get you
magic.
Hey, it's
offensive.
Mana Leak.
Mana Leak.
But they never use the Mana Leak part of it.
They really don't. I actually haven't seen anyone, even against Timbersaw. I wonder if people just forget. I kind of do.
It doesn't stun them. Oh, and they lose it anymore.
They have a Sentry as well.
Top. I'm there. All white. Eats the stroke. But it's fine.
Oh, but he walked out of the sandstorm. Locked himself. Nice, he's good.
I think Sandstorm just ended since the 20-second duration on level 1.
So either way, nice
good
job
play
getting
from
out.
him. Planting that sentry in the trees using the quad lane to cut it down. Bottom lane, you are being sucked. But
he'll be okay. He doesn't mind being sucked. 80 damage gone. Yeah, you are. He's not gonna have the greatest time down here, but at least he's already level 3.
Yep.
Yeah. He won't get the most farm, but he will get experience, which is always nice. Yeah, I don't think you're last hitting with -9 damage, my friend. And it will be the Radiant team actually securing that second rune. Not a great one, but a rune nonetheless.
how can damage be negative if protons are positive, huh, Grant?
No, you can't. That's the thing. Dota's broken. Flea just broke Mojo's ankle. Damn.
Yeah, that was a good stiff jump back there. But Flea is not out of the woodwork yet. He's deep in the woodwork. Where Sumail is chasing him down. Inkswell stops him for the time being. But he's just trying to delay as long as possible, pull them far away from the CS in the lane, but ultimately he will get grabbed.
I bet SVG's like, can you guys get the hell out of the way? He actually had a purge creep that could purge off the Inks well, and he was just stunk in the back. He's like, can y'all move? And it's just Sumail's hitting him. They get him though, as you said, and it's a 1K lead now. And in every single game, if you didn't know, these two already played a best of 3. It was a 2-1 for Quincy Crew. Quincy Crew won the early game all 3 times. Demon Slayers, even in their win, had to come back, so.
The bounties. Yeah, but they already used the shrine.
Tips his brother.
This is a 3 bounty pickup for Quincy Crew. As they force the Demon Slayers back, they can drop a nice deep ward and maintain control in this area.
I think Teal noticed they placed a ward because the neutral creeps went back uphill and he got vision of the Chen, who went from having 1 ward to having 0. So that one might get killed up there.
Bump back, blinding light, right clicks coming out. Adson's here
2
on the DK. They're going to go for the Yawar. The long blast. Woo! It does catch him.
He should
Fire and light at the same time. What would you call a spell that has fire and the light?
Light fire.
That's a good one.
I was expecting something better.
Okay, I got it. Christmas lights.
Okay, that was better.
Well, you set Christmas tree on fire?
Yeah, Christmas tree on fire with lights. That's the skill name. Oh, Flea in trouble again, but they just can't bring him down. Even with, they have really offensive creeps. Double golem. And it is only less than 1,000 gold lead. I'm sorry, Demon Slayers is doing a good job. This top lane could have been way worse for him.
Juan planning some deep vision in Emily Forest. All right.
This cross-country
This
tunnel right
one
now.
will get devoted.
Oh, that sucks, yeah. That's kind of on him, I guess, but
Bump back.
he's gone.
Gives Sand King the mana, even though he had the cooldown. See, that's where I would just mana leak someone else. Like, get away from me.
Good luck running. Now it was a nice kill. They have the dust now in the Chen. No more Sentry Wards. They just get countered. Just pop the dust, and without boots, Sand King just goes down. He just now picks up boots. And yeah, DK's first Dragon form, it goes down, and the enemy tower only took 17 damage, so not the best feeling.
Also, you can dive. Queen of Pain is level 7. Has the point in Sonic Wave, so if you decide to go, you know there's gonna be a rotation. Maybe she needs to bring some more clarities. A bit low on mana.
They want to kill the Chen's creeps, but they can't even do that.
Nope, they can't.
It's tough. And the thing is, you're definitely on a timer if you're even Radiant, because you have a carry Razor. Sure, DK actually does scale pretty well, but not against a Life Stealer and a Queen of Pain.
No, certainly not. They'll have to ramp things up, and if they're going to be the team that have their towers pressured early on, that could be a problem. So they are trying their best to keep the momentum pushing forward, but nothing too significant for them at the time. MSS still prowling around for any possible setup. It looks like they are going to converge onto the bottom. Old White is here.
In the dust.
Yep, dust on hand. Any TP's coming. Carlo on route right into MSS. He shows up possibly a bit too late. Good blinding light. Bumps him back. Well, Old White's still pretty slow. Still trying to juke within the trees, but not going to be able to make it away. Coddle takes his leave, and that should be a Quincy crew tower push, right? No, tower's still pretty full, and they opt to just ditch the lane.
I like this. I've noticed the better teams have been actually doing this at Demon Slayers. They just aim Old White, because when this team does really good, it's Old White like somehow coming online. He makes 2 or 3 kills out in the towers, but in the 2 games they lost against Quincy crew, he went like 1-11. I think it's a good strategy of aiming Old White. And
they understand that they have no heroes to make a move besides Sand King.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just go with Keeper of the Light or Brainstroke, try to gank.
You have to have a +1, which is the Sand King, because he's the only one with that's done.
Yeah, who is the 4 of the Grim and Coddle?
It is the Grim Fleek. He's just a greedy player, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll see. He'll probably go Aether or Sheep. I think a lot of players.
White just got back. Could go down again.
Back to Graveyard.
Back to the start.
My God, they've already used 3 dust on him now, because SVG gave Sumail his spare dust, and now the Tiny just used 1. They're all TPing middle. They want to defend this tower.
20 seconds for Dragon form.
No points in stun.
I don't even think, unless I've been blind, I don't even think I've seen Quinn have to go around and do too many co-op shenanigans. He's got to do it now.
Just that bottom tower.
Can hit the shrine if he wants mana. He will.
He will. You damn well know he wants mana, Dakota.
Somebody later may be sad that shrine's not available.
Vampire Frost Mage.
Yep.
No, he got rid of it.
But, the Queen of Pain, 17 armor with that. Yeah, he just swings forward. He knows he can't die. 17 armor.
Damn bounty rune. What's wrong with you?
Damn, he didn't ult. He didn't
He decided no. Thought that he might be too close to the shrine maybe, and it'd be all for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, here's the bet. You should watch his Razor right back by the shrine. I love watching a Razor hit creeps with his max passive. It's good. I know it did get nerfed a little bit, but I'm surprised people stopped paying him overall, because he can still clear creep waves even quicker than Viper some of the time. A lot of gold that way, but still only 1,000 gold lead for Dire. Not as heavy as I thought it would be.
Yeah, as I come over to check out Sumail to see like what profits he's been able to earn in this game so far, it's nothing too crazy. He's just got the phase boots and then the build up what looks like to be into Midas.
He's got the Midas actually.
Someone's using his courier.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, he has 700 gold.
So that means he's had the Midas for a long time.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward.
Already on Midas.
Now,
many greedy core players on this team.
You'll use it right. Oh, he's going over to the big ones. All right, makes sense. He is the top net worth. The Razor's keeping up pretty nicely with him. Obviously got that fatty jungle camp. And it seems both teams are pretty happy with just having your carry farm while the other ones try to find a kill. Like you are smoked up middle, might roar. Yep, Juan's dead. Goodbye, friend. SVG tries to steal it with the mud golem.
It feels so bad using Roar on poor position 5 keeper.
He's just like running back home and then you're...
Yeah, probably not even super necessary, but you haven't used Roar in a while. Why not? Bottom lane, we're seeing a move out of Demon Slayers. 2 stuns with the Ace Well.
Oh, he got the stick off, though.
Sumail hits the stick, hits the rage, and he fends off a 3-man gank just like that.
That was a nice try, though. They are going to get the tower, so it's not completely lost. And look at even Dire, they couldn't kill the middle tower. Juan's going to probably go down again here. Maybe not, though. Uh-oh. This middle Razor. I don't think they'll get this kill. One more attack. No.
Real did Blast miss?
No, it hit. It's level 1, right?
It's level 2.
It hit. I guess it just barely didn't.
Oh, unless he didn't charge all the way.
But now look at this. The gold is almost dead even. It actually was in favor of Radiant for a second there, so it's like a less than 100 gold. They got it top, they got bottom, and they've already gotten middle tier 1. So Radiant doing a good job making sure to get objectives even if they're losing kills. And they just barely, right? Lifestealer at 100 HP, the Beastmaster at 100 HP. They're right there getting these kills, but you got to finish it off.
They just smoked.
Yeah, DK's buying a Midas. He has enough gold too. Yo, buy it. I guess the chicken's not there anyways. What are your thoughts on that, Lacoste? Do you think they do need it for the late game? The DK
Yeah,
Midas?
it's pretty even right now, and if they can drag this, because I understand that Lifestealer will not join team fights until he gets the Radiant, so I guess they want to farm up as well.
MSS will just get linked up and see you later. Uh-oh, he might just ult here. He's dead,
He's
right?
dead.
Yeah. Wait. I was gonna say he like, and then lets it rip.
Playing with every last second there. Good takedown. That's the Razor. That's the big net worth for Demon Slayers right now.
That's the best kill, and that's the thing. That's why you don't see Razor as much, right? Because you want someone up there who can farm that and still survive. A Razor, well, he doesn't have any capabilities like that.
No, not at all.
Maybe if he popped the magic wand before he TP'd, 5 extra charges could keep him alive.
Oh, CCNC gonna try to take it off. Will get stunned. They need a core up here, but it's the other team coming through, actually. Yeah, MSS was behind the tower, SVG and Yawar, but they're gonna be cool.
I'm really looking now to see if Coddle's ever used Mana Leak. I mean, I don't think I see it like ever used.
No, I don't think so. It's just always better, right? Because if you Mana Leak someone, that's all it is. If you use it on a hero, it gives them mana and reduces cooldown. So it's just two for
that's good for sure. Oh, stun roar.
But
It's called Roarish.
Roarish.
Yeah, he lost all his damage. Yawar might die before he gets to the floor. He's gonna get the kill.
Yeah, that's the finish there, but it will cost Yawar his own life for it.
Tiny TP's away again, though, right in front of him. Is a 1-for-1, but SVG, good job. Just has his own creeps. See you later, tower.
And Sumail farming through the bottom lane all the meanwhile.
Yeah, but he's just buying time. This Radiance, he's going to be very, very happy. Still has a dust on him, just in case the Sand King shows up.
And it's his dust.
Yeah, it is. That means he bought his own dust. Shout out to Sumail. A core player actually buys dust, doesn't force his support
Oh my goodness.
to. Dakota, how would you feel in the game if your middle player bought his own observer ward?
I'd be like, I'd be like, wow, that's amazing. And then I would actually self-evaluate. Like, am I doing a good job supporting? And then try to step my game up. So a core player buying a ward might actually encourage the support to do their job better.
Me the most when I mostly play position 4, and I buy my stuff. I buy dust, I buy sentry wards, and then someone yells, "Why don't you have a dust?" Because I already used it. Like, buy your own dust. I think that this is the most common mistake that high MMR players make, the core ones. On the mid and on the carries who make rotation, you need to have a dust.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not like it hurts. If you get a kill with the dust, you make your gold back. If you buy a sentry counter award, you make your gold back. Ice Frog has buffed supports over and over and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And this is a lot like the games we saw yesterday from Quincy crew. They play the faster lineup. They do push and keep that pressure. And you see SVG's like running between tier 2s. Got real deep wards down.
Here's a creepy movement coming in from Quincy crew. MSS leading up the hill first. Looking to go in. Stun's going to be there. They get the catch under the Razor. Toss him up and down. There's the Sonic Wave, and that's the finish. But here are the Demon Slayers. Will-O-Wisp and Grimstroke ulti. Can they at least get MSS down?
Nice. Double, actually.
Double Burrow catches Quinn, too.
Mech, though.
But they need a lot more lockdown if they want to finish the Queen of Pain. Yawar now swinging into action, finds himself hit with the Dragon Tail. Grinding right bump back. And that's the takedown, too. Epicenter going to be expended for it, but Demon Slayers, who have only gotten a pick off here and there, just happy to have this whole fight kind of go their way.
Yeah, get 2 kills. Sumail is firing bottom, but you show that you bring the numbers, you will win the team fight. They were close to getting the Quap too, but the DK didn't get the stun off in time, or else it would have been a double stun because the Grimstroke ulti.
It's a 2,000 network lead for Quincy crew, but if you do the math, Lifestealer almost has 5,000 gold, which was kind of unused since he wasn't in that fight, and everyone on the Radiant side is buying their items.
Oh, and Costa B, like, he might just die bottom again by himself. They need TBs. See ya. Thanks for the 3 damage.
Bump back. Oh, War Dog in a little trouble.
The courier is probably worth more than the Connell at this point, I think.
Bump back.
Yawar goes down again top,
Yeah, he
so
does.
a 1-for-1, all right.
Well, maybe if he buys Armlet, that will keep him alive.
Dude, I still can't believe he actually queued up Armlet. I was
On
like,
Axe,
man.
that'll keep him alive.
Dude, I still can't believe he actually queued up Armlet. I was
On
like,
Axe, for
man.
those who didn't watch the game yesterday.
Yeah. That was the game they lost. He didn't actually buy the armlet. He just had a Helm of Iron Will for most of the game. But dude, if he was definitely thinking about it. Armlet, the attack procs Helix at level 20, but they started losing and no more memes.
No memes when we lose.
Nope.
Stop it.
None of those. And now Quincy Crew's doing a good job of kind of splitting it up. They make 4 players from Radiant rotate bottom, and then Queen of Pain just farms middle. Sumail is going to farm his Radiance. He just picked it up.
This is Chinese Light of Heaven.
Yep.
Enemy Shrine has 100% HP.
I got him.
I got him.
I love that everyone can see it. Like
so
all the off,
why?
yeah, just that everyone can see it.
Everybody, look. The shrine.
Well, for now, they're just chilling. Costa Bela, he has his S and Y. I think you actually want to get that. It's in the stash. They're smoked up.
Yeah.
I like this. This is a good time to move the Blink Dagger from the Sand King. Your DK is actually pretty far. Even though it's just the Midas, he has that Blink Treads. He's just tanky with the bracers.
Let's see what they see going up the hill here. There's a couple of stacks coming out. Quinn shows himself mid lane.
Did he stun the creep? He stunned the creep.
Oh,
DK.
no.
That's a pretty easy kill, too. And now they can turn on.
What are you talking about?
Jump in stun. Stunning back old White. Able to burrow and create some space. And gets the blink. They will roar up though this Dragon Knight. And while they do that, they leapfrog over for the Keeper of the Light. They'll take the 2. Sumail takes the dominating streak.
That's just a misplay.
Thinking, do we go to Roche Pit? Is there enough damage? Beastmaster has 4 points in aura, but no Vlads yet. I think with Vlads, extra damage plus the heal, they would go Sanking.
Oh.
What?
Oh. He wants runes. He wants some 20-minute runes.
20 minutes. Quinn grab. Quincy gets them all.
Yep, that's a 4 for them. And now you see, like, Radiant knows they need to play quick. We got this Razor who is strong. I mean, Phase Boot, Sanjin Yasha drums, like, he does do a lot of damage. But they need to find fights, and CC and SVG and Sumail just keep splitting up the map, farming all 3, like, lanes.
MSS with the Sumail bomb. Finds Razor. Toss him up. And not able to get the finish, though. So they backpedal a bit with DK kind of intervening a bit. Quinn from the low ground. Knocked up with a Dragon Tail. Blast is there, but simply blinks back out and away. Re-engagement comes in from MSS, and they'll be able to burst down the Razor. Grimstroke is giving the follow-up. Sumail begins to shred apart the little DK, and it's double kills for him. It's unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Because Sanking TP to Shrine, now he didn't have a TP to participate in a team fight, and they need him. They're not winning a fight without him using multiple burrow strikes.
Oh. And this one's looking rough now. I mean, we said it's such a good Lifestealer game because Sand King is the only one who can lock him down. He can actually his Radiance is just going to burn over everyone the entire fight. He's just going to stand in the middle, and Radiant doesn't really have a way to deal with it.
Little pause coming out from Old White for now. Yeah, this game number 1 looking really nice for Quincy Crew, as they have been able to, kind of get most of their items online and ready into prime shape.
Yeah. I'm trying to... How do you come back? The problem is the Razor needs a BKB, but he's still almost 3,000 gold off of it. The DK, because he went the Midas, it's just kind of a waste of gold. At this point in the game, obviously he could make it back up, but now he's just going for a Heaven's Halberd, but even that's a little far behind, and now this Life Stealer
He needs a
doesn't care.
BKB. They have Roar, yes, but if you pop a BKB before, there's no way they're killing you. Only thing they have is right clicks from Life Stealer. Your high armor will keep you alive on top of Sonic Wave. I mean, it's just not enough. You are tanky, but the missed chance as well from the Radiance.
Yeah. It just seems to be an easy path for the Dire here as long as they move together. It's going to be a Lincoln's for the Life Stealer. Pretty much the DK will never be able to initiate his tanking, but they're going to look for MSS Tiny. He might just be dead. He's a little deep.
Yeah, sacrificial lamb for the team, I guess, as he scouts the 5-man movement coming out from the Demon Slayers into their own jungle, trying to at least reclaim a bit of vision on their side of the map.
And I love it. Sumail just goes and steals the Illusion Rune. Of course, it's actually one of the best runes for him right now because he's got the Radiance and he can just farm with it. And he's going to have that full Lincolns on Life Stealers, so they might just group up. They might do Roche, as Lacoste said. Pretty much the world's their oyster, as they say.
And Pain as well, about to finish her Lincolns, so no initiation from Dragon Knight. Great against the Razor as well. So itemization so far on Quincy Crew pretty much perfect. We didn't talk about the Force Staff on a Beastmaster because they have single targeted spells and they want to burst you down once they stun you with the Sanking or Dragon Knight, and just by using defensive Force Staff will keep pretty much anyone alive.
Alright, here we go, Quincy Crew on the move. SVG, MSS, and you are the playmakers of the team.
And they're looking to push the base right now, and I love just the Centaur runs uphill from the Chen.
Hi there.
Yo,
We're around.
it's still alive. What a beast. Nice
Toss back from MSS to catch Flea. Razor will be able to make it indoors, but that's a Grimstroke. Down for 30 seconds unless he chooses to buy back. Here comes Sumail now.
Tier 1 still alive in this lane?
Running inside. There's a tier 2.
And tier 1.
Oh, there's a tier 1. Yeah.
I like because someone else pinged and I was like, oh.
Full life.
We're just diving at DK, huh?
It's pristine. Hasn't even been scratched yet. And they're there inside the base.
Yo. I like how they went on the DK too, like the one guy you're definitely not killing. Oh, use your Midas. There we go. Sorry, we're good.
Well, still hanging out on the high ground of the Demon Slayer side.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and Quincy, they can pretty much just do this. Sumail's the strongest here on the map by far. CC&C not that far behind him, just because he has blank Lincolns. How do you ever bring him down? It's going to be real tough. The Sand King, he's hit a crazy stun with Flea. Get the double silence.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, it looks like for now Quincy do not want to over-risk anything. Well, I say that, they smoke and go in, but yeah, I was wagering they were going to be holding out for maybe a Roche opportunity.
With the Force Staff play.
And they're going to find Juan.
Yeah, was catching the action over here while that was going on, but it is Quinn to clean out and get the finish onto the Keeper of the Light. Same moment though, you are dropped from the Razor. Swinging outside the base.
Stun on Quinn.
Yeah, they're burning her down a bit, but she is going to be able to blink back and away. Sumail is in there, looking to go at the Razor. Settles for the siege unit.
Dire's
Makes it out though.
is under attack.
Not too bad from the Radiant. The Radiant holds, they get you as you said elsewhere, kind of by himself.
But they will pick up 4 bounties since Demon Slayers can get out of the base. Old White, a bit too late.
Yeah.
Thought about it. Made the right decision, but it was a little too late. And they had vision on the Quap, but he doesn't have like a Yules or anything to pop that Lincoln's. Can't do anything by himself.
Team's just kind of playing patty cake a little bit for now.
Yeah, and it's on the Radiant to make something happen. The Dire, even though they have like a Chen, they have a Beastmaster, they know they're almost a full item, if not 2 items on all their cores, and they can just keep getting more and more farm because they do have a better late game.
Kyle in trouble, just trying to be brave and go out there and plant a ward. Well, we spotted you, we'll murder you, and we'll take your ward down too. Oh, man.
You?
And then they head to the Roche pit. Okay, this could be the ticket item for Quincy Crew to try to close this one out. We'll see. Highly unlikely that Demon Slayers do anything.
They have nothing to pop that Lincolns, and meanwhile, Quincy Crew gonna go into Roche pit. 3 heroes were showing on the bottom lane, trying to kill Queen of Pain. Well, they will use that. Lads plus Inner Beast will be more than enough.
And the Alpha Wolf from Shen. A lot of damage. Sumail hitting for almost 300.
Those smaller wolves should be called beta wolves instead.
They give like 2% damage aura or
Beta
something.
wolves.
Yeah, they're just gonna. I think you just either pushing top, or I think pushing top's better. It's a lot easier to fight in that top chokehold than the middle chokehold for Dire.
Pretty sure just beta wolves don't survive.
They're just dead.
They just don't make it.
And Old White, we've seen him. He just sits in the corner of that sandstorm, but he'll have to blink out. Doesn't want to risk it.
Radiant's top tower.
What if it's
Radiant's
Omega
top tower
lol?
has fallen.
The Omega Wolves. And this is the problem, Radiant. This feels a lot like the game 3 we watched, where they had a shot to win this during that one fight if they jumped on the Queen of Pain. But once they failed that one gank and got it turned around on, it just feels like they're stuck in their base and they have really nowhere to go. Like, what is a Razor supposed to do sitting in his own base? Not much.
That's a great question. Yeah, just kind of spam out your spells and hope for the best, really.
They do have real good spells. They have Coddle Blast, Grimstroke Stroke, and Breathe Fire from DK, so they kill creep waves so quick.
Yeah, definitely. We're not seeing really any solid damage yet from Quincy Crew inside the base.
Dire's bottom tower
They're
is under
kind of
attack.
limited. Only thing they can do right now is slow siege with the Lifestealer. Queen of Pain uses Lincoln, so that's double Lincolns on Lifestealer. With AC, it's gonna be much easier.
The armor, they definitely need it. That's the one problem. You can't siege this early in the game because you don't have enough items to like do this small chip damage. But once you get the bigger items, the towers, they melt like paper or butter, whatever melts.
Yeah, I don't know if paper melts too well.
I mean, if you light it on fire, it goes away pretty quick, like a loose leaf
it turns
paper.
into like an ash.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
So Dragon Form is down. They already used the static link if they want to go in. Right now, it could be a good timing.
This is a window for Quincy if they want to take it. Certainly while the Aegis is still up, let's see what they do with it. Sumail leading out the charge, trying to be the battering ram as he goes to work onto this tier 3. MSS trying to find maybe any toss-back opportunities. He goes in on that one side. We check the other where they made an approach, looking to go in for Yawar. He gets the force save out, but does end up falling, not before he gets the roar off. Quinn here too. Good Will-O-Wisp, and they're also going to take down SVG. While they have an approach to the mid lane, Sumail is able to backpedal. But are they going to be outnumbered? Yeah, up and down, and boom! They finish off the DK. Old White could go down too.
Yep. The Assault Cures got delivered at the very end of that fight.
Godlike for Sumail, and they're on the pathway to solidifying this game, number 1. But
Old
that
White.
buyback and that blast, they may hold the line for now.
Yeah, it's, as Lacoste said, it's hard for the Dire to really do building damage unless everyone's dead, because when you have a Lifestealer, sure, he has a Lincoln's Enrage, but after that goes down, he could just go, he just gets silenced, stunned, so they have to slowly siege it, real slowly.
But Demon Slayers are doing a good job using
My thrift
the info that Lifestealer popped the Rage, so they initiate on different heroes. Like Yawar's positioning was not the greatest in the last tournament.
Jumping in. Nice snipe right there. Takes out the Coddle. 45 seconds. Does have a buyback, but, not having to worry about Kyle on the high ground is always nice.
Still a minute and 20 seconds left on that Aegis. Keeper of the Light will be forced to buy back.
Man, that feels like a lot of time for the Aegis still. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yep, and I love it. Queen of Pain actually went Ags after the Lincoln, so that cooldown 40 seconds. That ult's always going to be ready. He can just stay by the Radiant base the rest of the game. Maybe ferry some clarities if he wants.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There goes the tier 3. First one to fall in this game. And Sumail just...
Hammer channeling gets interrupted.
Radiant's top barracks.
Oh, you are.
Big plays.
Dire's bottom tower is
Second tier 3 down. Now they put the focus onto the racks.
Have the siege unit there to help, and yep, this should be a melee Rax. Maybe not. Oh, the siege unit, let the siege unit, yes.
And the centaur.
One more.
Oh, the blind.
Dire's
The blind.
Yes.
Oh,
Good
the
old
30% chance he gets it. Real nice. Top rack's gonna get finished out. Let's see if somehow, some way, the Demon Slayers can stop Quincy here inside the base. Or if they're gonna walk away with a huge bonus.
Yeah, they're just gonna kill you war for sure. No one goes near him, so don't link up. That was nice by the Dire to not go around you war. He's gonna buy back. They want to end the game now, it looks like.
Okay. I thought they were gonna just backpedal and try to play this super slow, but
Whew. God, these Lincolns are just so... It was perfect games. Usually I'm one of those guys who just flames Lincolns, but when DK stun and Sand King stun are like the only true ways to break it. Obviously you have Link and the Grimstroke W, but they're just good. You can't break both of them on both people. And almost a full MKB on the Lifestealer now.
man, they siege fast. And they're very good about splitting up. They're not letting anyone get too far out of position for Demon Slayers to get the jump. Dragon form finish, but I hear an Epi going off. They take it outside the base and right on top of Yawar here. Burst him down to below half of the life, but can't finish it. Old White committing in, does get the stun too. Razor's here as well.
Big quad multi.
Yeah, 4-man.
Yawar. Hammer stops it.
And yeah, there's the GG. This was a methodical, calculated,
philosophical.
An art interpretation of a beatdown.
Yeah, exactly. First out.
And you just look at the draft too. What was the opening? It was first pick Chen, which SVG will take every single time. I think he values this hero super, super high. It gives you and whoever you're laning with